Okay, so we're going to start a series of Arbitrarium shorts. We haven't come up with a particular name for the shorts yet, but we will. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose, usually kind of not necessarily a random topic, but one of us is going to choose a topic that we're particularly interested in, and we're going to spend about 15, 20, maybe 25 minutes just kind of discussing that particular topic.
So, laser focus.
Yes. Very laser focused. Well, we're going to say that, but really it's just going to be somebody brings up a topic and we bullshit about it for about 15, 20 minutes. So that's kind of where we're going with this. This first episode is going to be brought to you by Nick. This is going to be his topic. So, Nick, what do you want to talk about?
Fucking aliens.
Literally fucking aliens. Not
yes.
Yeah, so.
Yes.
The fucking of aliens.
But why?
Yes. As in having carnal relations with a creature not of this earth.
Okay. So, set up your parameters for this. I mean, what do you...
So.
Yeah.
Well, they have to be able to... the Harkness test, for one thing.
What is the Harkness test?
Yeah, this is new to me.
As in, they're of breeding age for their species.
Okay.
They can consent to you doing things with them. And are reasonably able to do things in a sexual sense.
But why?
But why not?
The cosmically pornographic Turing test.
Well, here's a question.
Okay, who came up? Who is this Harkness person?
I believe it is Doctor Who related.
Okay.
As in a perpetual, like, immortal guy who just goes around the universe because he can't die. And decides, hey, why not fuck aliens?
Can I fuck that?
There are probably some Whovians here who are listening who are better suited to explaining than I am. I don't watch Doctor Who, but I know where it comes from.
You've explained it enough, so that's okay. Let's move. So, what do you want to talk about when it comes to boning extraterrestrials?
Well,
ETs.
I suppose the question is, what happens when humanity comes into contact with aliens they can bone?
You kirk them.
Well, there's kirking, but what are the, wider ramifications of that?
I mean, all right. The chances that a alien human
Offspring
could ever happen naturally.
Zero. No.
I'm not going to say zero. Very, 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 very slim. Second, I know that there's a lot of weird fetishes out there, but there's a difference between seeing something that, okay, conceptually you look at it.
I can construe that as human.
And I could kind of get down on that one. But then there's being in the same room with it.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two very different things. It's like you might think you're into that tentacle porn stuff, and you see this big alien that's nothing but a ball of tentacles on the TV, and you're thinking, you know what, I could fuck that, or let it fuck me, whatever. And then you see it in person, in its writhing glory.
The reality of it is foisted upon you.
Yes.
Well, what happens if you start talking to it?
Can you even speak the safe word in its language is another thing.
Doesn't even know what a safe word is. Is it there to fuck you, even if you don't want it? I mean, there's a lot of questions.
Then that's just alien rape. It might.
The safe word is...
Okay, so either the safe word works or somebody just snapped your neck.
Multiple times. Really wrenched it around.
Yeah. There was a spinning motion to that. Did you have a specific thing that you had in mind about this topic, or did you just want to present it to the public? Oh, by the way, alien sex.
Well,
what makes you want to have sex with aliens, Nick?
Well, what happens if that writhing mass of tentacles is a thinking, feeling creature? What if you find an actual, personal, intelligent connection with that mass of tentacles.
You mean like a dog?
A dog can't fucking talk, Dave.
A dog does fuck dogs.
Yes,
though.
that's exclusively what they do generally. Well, that's not true. But
No,
generally.
a dog can't fucking talk, Dave. I mean, people fuck dogs. But the thing is...
Okay, but maybe the alien could talk, but it's guarantee it's not going to talk our language unless it learns our language. So the question is...
Yes.
And there's no guarantee that it's going to find us any more attractive than we find it.
Or that it's even physically capable of speaking our language.
Or we go full fucking Asari with shit. But
What do you mean by that?
See?
full fucking Asari.
What do you mean by that? That's
Yes.
a reference that someone might not get.
Ah, right. The
What do you mean? What does full fucking Asari mean?
Where does the reference come from? Start
okay.
there.
For one thing, Mass Effect.
Yes.
The Asari are a species of blue-skinned humanoids with sort of tentacle hair, I guess.
Yeah.
They reproduce... Well, they're, I guess, monosexual in the sense...
Monogendered.
Monogendered, as in they are all female, effectively. And they reproduce by sort of reading each other's genetics and then crapping out a baby. Thing is, it works across species barriers.
They still fit the human fantasy.
Yeah, they're space babes as opposed to proper xenophilia.
They're still within the boundaries of what a human could, I'm going to say, reasonably consider sexually attractive.
Same thought is Orion, Vulcans, Andorians.
Name most aliens from Star Trek.
Yeah, any alien that's humanoid. And Asarians are very humanoid. Other than the tentacle hair, they're pretty much just humans with blue skin.
Just add some creases to their face, a weird nose. It's Star Trek. Star Trek Space Babe. I mean, at least Star Wars does explore outside of that. I mean, for fuck's sake, I think I brought up Ahsoka Tano, whose species is Togruta.
Still very much humanoid.
Very
enough to
humanoid.
find sexually attractive. In fact, it's basically Asari with different coloring and longer tentacles.
The question is...
Bigger tentacles.
Well, yeah.
They're not just long. They're fuller.
They're chunky.
Yeah.
Well-
they got chunk.
They got some girth to them.
I know more about their biology than you, so... What?
I'm not questioning that.
Yeah. No one's questioning your knowledge of Togruta physiology.
Do you have... Okay, to put things in perspective, do you know what the elites from Halo are?
The Sangheili? No, I have no idea.
Sangheili? Yes. Guess what? There is a shitload of porn of them.
That doesn't surprise me.
Male and female. Guess
Also-
what? That is a less than humanoid shape.
Less than? What do you mean by that?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Between the two of us, we've probably killed enough to fill all the concentration camps in Europe. And the ones in Australia being built right now.
Topic for a different podcast.
Yep.
Well, different episode.
But the thing is, people can be attracted to a thing that is definitely not human.
In theory.
Being, like you said, being in a room with it is different.
I mean, I won't argue that there are people who are literally physically attracted to horses, right? We know that these people exist.
Mr. Hands. Yes.
But when it comes to something that is unbelievably alien, I mean, something, I don't know. I mean, the odds that an alien species is going to look enough like a human that we could even be theoretically physically attracted to it seems to me fairly minimal when you consider the variation of species on our planet alone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to deal with that. What do you like? It's kind of a weird place to be because I want to question: can we even be physically attracted to a space alien? But I think it goes back to that point that Garrett brought up, which is like, okay, let's think of the most absurd creature on Earth, right? And we all have different answers for that,
Mm-hmm.
based on what we know of based on our
Zoology.
personal lexicon of creatures on Earth.
Sea pig.
Right? So, okay, imagine a sea pig. Okay, I can already see a vagina-type shape to that creature. But, so, we're dealing with a sea pig. Right? what are the odds that some giant space sea pig...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm thinking of tardigrades, and now I'm thinking of Star Trek Discovery. Would you fuck that tardigrade? That space tardigrade?
Me personally, no.
The issue is, again, the Harkness test. Can it talk? Can it consent? If it's into me and I'm into it, like on a personal, connective level...
Okay, that's not where the end of that ethical issue is, though. Because then you also got to deal with, okay, can you... What are the offspring going to be like if they even survive? Or even if they don't survive? Like, is it ethical?
They're even conceived.
Yeah.
It's like last time I checked, there are people that fuck horses, but not a single one has come out as a centaur.
Mm-hmm. Is it ethical to blend those genes? Like, what happens when you even do that? You would need to know that before it's ethical.
You would require significant genetic engineering to even...
Make that viable.
Yeah. Like,
okay, so
and then you're also assuming that these aliens are going to breathe the same atmospheric mix as us.
Right. Well, okay, we have to. I was going to say we have to assume that, but that's not true. We have a Mass Effect as an example where that is not the case. But I'm thinking, do we need to assume then that offspring is so inviable that it's not even a problem?
That is actually one of the benefits of fucking aliens.
You don't need to worry about offspring.
Exactly. There's no getting...
Wait, who fucked a Volus in Mass Effect? Who did that?
I don't think anyone
Because
did.
that's the only one that I can think of that breathes a different atmospheric mix.
Mm-hmm. And pretty sure sex with a Krogan is just fucking straight up lethal. Like trying to bone.
You just wanted to talk about having sex with aliens from Mass Effect.
I'm thinking of Tally.
No, she didn't breathe a different atmosphere mix.
What was going on with their species again then? It's been a while since I played
It's an atmosphere, or it's an environmental suit too. It's like their own, like Bubble Boy. You know,
Yeah,
their immune system is shit.
Oh, that's right. Okay, sorry, audience. It's been a while.
Not
since
really.
I played
It's not that it's shit. It's just a lot of things cause a severe allergic reaction.
Right. Well, but then that same technology could make it viable for two different species.
Except no.
Require different atmospheres to have sex.
I don't know. I don't want to see anyone fucking a Volus.
It's just the act of things, not the product. I mean, for fuck's sake, people have sex with condoms and all that without any intention of creating new life.
Yeah.
Now, what would be the societal impact of having aliens around that you can...
Pork?
Yes.
I think the societal impact of aliens that are willing to bone is far less than, fuck, they're now aliens. I think that's going to be the far bigger societal impact there.
Well, of course.
Once we get to the point where it's conceivable, no pun intended, to have sex with aliens, we're not that worried about the aliens.
But, so we won't know the societal impact of boneable aliens until we know the answer of the societal impact of shit. There be aliens.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to happen first.
Yeah.
And then we don't know exactly what that's going to do to our society. I mean, we might turn into the Federation,
right?
Where it's like, oh, we're going to welcome or we might turn into the Greater Terran Union.
Fair enough, but that is, I would say that's a topic for a different podcast, because I think in this particular short episode, we're taking as a given that we've experienced alien presence, and we're like, it's okay, we're all right. Now, can we have sex with them? I think we have to assume that we're at that point.
I mean, if we're... What are there going to be societal taboos against boning aliens at that point?
Oh, I would imagine there most certainly would be, to start.
So, I mean...
But the moment they're able to communicate with us reasonably clearly, and they say, hey, maybe this wouldn't be so bad. You're kind of a weird-looking hairless ape, but I can dig on that.
Well, I think I'm way into this.
You know.
Well, here's a thought. According to many conspiracy theorists, there have been little gray men things, cornholing rednecks,
Since the 70s.
Since the 70s, yeah.
At
It was
least.
like, you got a pretty mouth. Tractor beam, and there they go.
Thanks, it's also a cloaca.
Man, that would mean that these things, these gray aliens, don't just eat. They're like owls. It's like if their mouth is also their cloaca, it's like that's where they expel. It's like they have one hole. That's it.
And I'm gonna go in it.
Okay, so
Oh,
you've got about 5 minutes to figure out where the hell you want to go with this topic, Nick.
Well, you guys kind of took the reins for a while. Like,
I mean, we come back to
Trying to-
societal impact, and it's
Keeping,
like
we got a direction.
we don't know what society is going to be like at that time. So,
Well, there's a lot of givens we have to... In order to have this conversation, we just have to take certain things as givens. And there's no other option because we don't have time to get into all the pre-data. Like
I'd
the
almost say this
pre-information
is
stuff.
topic for an entire episode, but...
I mean, it could be, but it's not. You got 5 minutes. Where do you want to go with this? Are we talking about the ethics?
What happens to them?
What, the aliens?
Now, let's say an alien...
same problem multiplied.
Let's imagine a species comes to Earth. They are a eusocial species. As in, majority of barren drones with 1 or 2 queens or all that. What happens if... Oh, crap. Human men are taking our daughters. Human women are taking the daughters. The drones, who... shit.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm clear on the situation here. Aliens come down, and human men start kidnapping and raping their daughters.
No, not kidnapping and raping. It's just... Jesus, why do you go in that direction, man?
Because that's what it sounded like. Am I wrong, Garrett? Is that not what it sounded like?
I thought I heard a little bit more consent to it, but
Yes.
Okay, I didn't
The point
catch the
is consent. What happens if a species that is largely barren females who still have an urge to breed in a eusocial society? What happens then?
Are you just asking us to confirm a particular fetish?
I mean,
I'm getting that sense. This is
yeah,
weirdly
that's-
specific.
Yeah, that's stupid. Sorry.
You're
Yeah,
setting it all up so that it works.
there's
This is one for my online group, not you guys. Sorry.
What were you going to say, Garrett?
again we don't know anything about this species other than they're eusocial and mostly female.
That's true. You did say they
Ah,
just came down. Like
Have they done this before?
Puking. Our producer just threw up.
That's fine. They don't need to know that. Continue.
Have they done this before? Are we their first contact as well? It's like there's so many unknowns that try to explore those. You're going to have to make assertion on top of assertion on top of assumption on top of assumption till you're not going to get anything really valuable out of it.
So
This is
The
one
absurdity of the topic is what makes it fun.
yes,
It's one enormous thought
Maybe.
experiment.
it's big maybe.
You mean kind of like asking the universe why it'll fight you if it's so damn big? I mean, that's kind of where we're at here.
Yeah.
This is an absurd question, an absurd topic on the face of it.
Welcome to the Arbitrarium, people. Okay, I mean, if I have to...
I wasn't talking completely out of my ass on that one.
You were talking quite a bit out of your ass. Have you listened to that episode?
Yes, I
It was
love
fun.
that episode.
It's a great episode.
You prolapsed so hard you flipped inside out, then back into a human.
All right, well now you got 30 seconds.
Okay, alien. Which one would you fuck?
Of all of them?
Yes,
Top
top of the list.
Oh God.
I'm talking to Dave.
I mean, the first one that comes to mind, even though it may not be the actual answer, if I had more time to think about it, would be 7 of 9.
Not alien. Not at all.
She's a human.
Is she human? I don't
She's
know the
a
story.
cybernetic
I haven't watched
human.
that as much. Okay, well, shit. Fuck, I don't know.
Nanavisitor.
Yes.
Bajoran.
Okay, we'll go with Nana Visitor as yeah.
Garrett, how about you?
Yeah.
I was hoping to run down the clock.
You're not running down the clock. Now you're definitely...
Oh no, you're in the spotlight, man. I'm pretty sure.
Now you got to answer.
No, I don't. I'm not comfortable answering this question, and it's my fucking project.
All right, well, the audience knows what they're getting into on that one. Nick, your answer?
Shut off.
Nick has the curse of choice here.
You know what Turian is, right?
Yeah.
Turians in Mass Effect are weird bird people, basically. The specifically the Vanguard in it's Mass Effect 3's multiplayer.
Just give them a character's name so they can look it up if they're that curious.
Nyx. Pretty sure her name is Nyx.
Yes.
Spell it for them.
NYX.
There you go.
Yeah. I like Turians.
All right. That is weird. They're...
If I want to go gay, then fucking Garrus Vicarian. I mean,
That's
seriously.
right? But they're to me though that particular species is not human enough to be for me to consider them physically attractive.
Really?
Yeah, I mean I don't want to imagine kissing some lipless beak. That doesn't do it for me.
Oh. I think romance is more than just physical attraction, or like physical contact.
Oh yeah, see, I'm shallow. I don't want to fuck bird people.
Yeah, and you're the one who's talking about, let's fuck aliens. It's like that is a very physical act.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
At least until we run into aliens that can give you mind sex.
Well,
All right.
I think we're going to call it there.
Yeah, we're at 22
that's the
minutes. We're a
issue.
little bit
I'm
over.
attracted to them on levels more than physical.
All right. Well, put that together for your next podcast topic, and we'll make Garrett even more uncomfortable.
We will not do that one.
All right.
Not as a full podcast.
Goodbye.
Go fuck yourself.